Yo, what's good, G-Life? It's your boy, MC Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. I would highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Madness Society M.O.D. That's Madness Society M.O.D. Pretty much where we go live and talk about anything and everything. Go live like around 5:30-ish, around there, right? Now, what I wanted to discuss was snitch. No, this is not about drama or I'm about to pull the sheets on somebody. The actual meaning of snitch, right? Snitch is a word that's now used, often in common within taboo, pop culture, mainstream media, right? It's something that's trend, but is often used wrong. Now, what I mean by that is that people try to grab the word snitch and attach it to stuff that's unrelated to the word. Now, the word snitch in itself, right, was a word that was created roughly around the 18th century amongst the underworld, amongst the criminals, the gangsters, the ones that were breaking the law, right? And it was a coded word. It was a coded word to describe somebody who turned their back on the group, right? A snitch is someone that snitches is when you and this person decide to do something illegal, right? So you guys have an understanding and are both, on board, right? So you both agree to do something illegal, right? And then now that person gets caught or questioned, and he tells on you, right? He points the finger at you. Even though you both agreed to do this, even though you guys were both involved in a criminal lifestyle, he's looking to save his own ass by throwing all the how could I say all the blame on you, even though you both agreed. So that is what a snitch is, right? So when word would get passed around, the coded, that way, people wouldn't know who people were talking about, right? They were labeling them snitches. That way the cops couldn't piece the story together. So that is where the word snitch comes from. Now, so snitch is not a tattleteller. A tattleteller, or someone that tells on you, right, is if everyday thing, right? Your mom tells you to clean your room and you didn't do it, and then your brother goes in and tells her, he told on you. So he's not a snitch. He told. He's a tattleteller. He told. It's not a snitch. Snitch has to involve criminal activity. You get what I'm saying? But pop culture and, influencers have grabbed that word and have, used it wrong for so long that it became cool, or the thing that everybody wants to say, even though they're not gang related. That's gang related. That's a criminal terminology. Right. So you can't be a civilian and be a snitch. That's not how it works. Civilians have the right to call law enforcement. Civilians, that's within their right. As a law-abiding citizen who follows the law, they are entitled to call the cops. They are not snitches. Snitches is the ones who are in the criminal activity. You agree to be a part of the criminal activity. You agree to go, and be a part of all the illegal stuff. And then when you get caught, you decide to blame everybody else. That is how you get the word snitch. Law-abiding citizens don't agree to do criminal activity. Don't agree to none of the why should they follow street rules if they're not street people? Because if that's the case, then they might as well go join a street organization if they're going to be following street rules. What other rules should they follow? You can see why it doesn't make any sense, right? So therefore, regular day people cannot be snitches. That's fucking stupid. Now, it's more crazier that you have grown as individuals who have lived the street life and have done time and, yada, 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 and come on here onto social media, onto the internet, a social platform, for people to see from different parts of the world who have absolutely nothing to do with the street world or the criminal lifestyle or anything of that nature. and want to enforce these types of rules on people, or try to get people to see the world through their, or at least live the world through their ideas, their ideologies. One of the things that I hear be thrown a lot on YouTube is, if you report other channels, you are a snitch. Now, I have never reported a channel. I would never report a channel. Everybody's entitled to their opinions on here. Us coming on here, you have to understand that you will get trolled, you will be critiqued. You're not going to be able to get everyone to see it from your perspective. People are going to disagree, with you, and that's perfectly fine. That's human interaction. That is how um, human behavior works, right? Now, I get that there's some people that don't know how to how could I say, voice their opinions, or their disapprovals, right? But nonetheless, it's within people's rights if they feel like their character is being slandered, or how could I say, if their character is being assassinated, um, for them to use the tools that's provided by YouTube to combat these kind of problems. Meaning, if a other content creator uses that, he's not a snitch, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck does this have to do with it? Like, why are you using street terminology and applying it onto social media, onto YouTube? This is fucking YouTube. This is not the streets. It's crazy that these individuals think that they're in the streets, bro. Or they want to come on here and enforce street rules, or enforce that type of mentality on people, especially individuals who claim to have left a life behind and claim to be bettering themselves. Then why the fuck should they care who's a snitch, or if people should be called snitches, or for them to be branding anybody a snitch? Mr. I'm a civilian now, and I'm on some grown folk shit, and I'm bettering myself. But yet, oh, these people are fucking snitches, and if you do this, you're a snitch. Yeah, great advice there. The contradiction, the hypocrisy is ridiculous. That's the thing that scratches my head when people be like, no, well, these individuals are looking to do good, and they have positive messages. And I'm just like, uh, did you see this? Like, are you not paying attention, bro? Or do you just or do you just pick and choose what you like to hear, and dismiss what you didn't like, and pretend like it didn't happen? It doesn't matter if people give good advice if it is also full with a bunch of bullshit, and they peddle a bunch of bullshit, and um, they're looking to manipulate and deceive, or how can I say, don't give the best advice, right? Then it doesn't matter the good one lines that they said here and there, bro. That doesn't make up for all the bullshit, right? When people look to manipulate, that's what they tend to do, right? They feel like just because they say, one positive thing in the beginning or the end, that it justifies the whole entire middle, of them talking shit. When that's not how it works, you know. People have to pay attention. People are not looking to